And speaking on the media space, man, as your career was ending, did you have an inclination to be in media, or were you considering other options towards like after your MBA life?
Yeah, I had no idea that the media would be an option and it would be something that I would, elevate in. I wanted, I'm a big cannabis advocate. So when I first got out of the NBA, I wanted to kind of try to help change the policies in the NBA with the 4 random tests on myself and my brother Al Harrington, who has a cannabis company as well. We were, flying out to New York and meeting with the Players Association and the NBA about, their regulations on cannabis. And, happy to say that obviously we didn't change the rules, but I think we are a small part of people just kind of making them understand that, how beneficial this plant was. So that was my first goal coming out of the NBA, was to kind of be the shield for these players and find out a way to, hopefully stop these drug tests from popping up and messing people's careers up. So, small part of that. But then a friend of mine always used to tell me, like, you were so well spoken in your interviews, you should try being an analyst or, doing games. I'm just like, nah, I think I had enough of basketball. I want to do something else. She's like, well, just try it one time. And if you don't like it, I'll leave you alone. And I tried it and I liked it. You know what I mean? And I was getting positive feedback and people were saying I was pretty good at it. So I kind of started taking it serious and studying up on it and, treating it like how I treated basketball. Like I watched film and made sure I watch the games on my off time so I know what I'm talking about. And, lo and behold, I kind of started to climb the ladder in the media space, and doors started opening. A podcast presented itself. I did my due diligence to kind of learn that and brought my brother Steven Jackson in and, signed a deal with Showtime with no sizzle reel, just me pitching an idea of what I thought a cool show would be. They bought it. And, the first year out of the gates, we win Sports Podcast of the Year. So, again, and through that, more doors have opened. So really, I have to say media has been really the driving force behind my retirement. And, outside of investments I've made, just as far as me continuing to climb in the media space, with working at ESPN and working for the Sacramento Kings, working for the LA Clippers, having my podcast, I just really feel like I've been able to kind of find a home in this media space. And, I'm going to run with it.
Yeah, man. Congrats on that.
Yeah, congrats on
Appreciate
that.
it.
Especially one of your most recent episodes with Will Smith. That was legendary.
Yeah, man, it
big
was
time.
Dream come true. You know what I mean? When I created this show in, I think, 2018, it was just like, damn, if we can ever get Will Smith, I'll be on top of the world. And lo and behold, a little bit over 3 years, almost 4 years later, the stars aligned. And, he was gracious enough to give us a little bit of his time. And it was amazing. I just feel like, that unfortunate Oscar slap kind of not necessarily damaged him, but, people wanted to, have it define him. And I think, he's been a hero for the Black community for so long and has always kind of walked the straight and narrow and never really been in trouble. And all of a sudden, people want to turn one incident into, this is who he is. So I really was happy that he gave us an opportunity to kind of obviously discuss that, but many other things. And I mean, he was just transparent and he was vulnerable and he was laughing and he cried and he was talking shit. And it was just a really dope interview that I hope everyone gets a chance to see, because I think it was needed for both of us.
1,000%.
Yeah, he was like very vulnerable in the whole episode.
Yeah, no, he was dope.
Now, what struck me was when he talked about the actors spitting on him, and he just took that.
That was
what I'm saying? Like that, I don't know about that one. Like I would have to be like cut. Like you know what I'm saying?
That's serious.
It's on site.
That whole thing was dope. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if you got a chance to. I don't even think it's out yet, but we got a chance to. We got a chance to see the movie, and that particular character, he played his role so well. So when he said that he spit on him and was like in character, like if you see the whole thing, like once you see the movie, he said like he went right when everyone checked in, like he went and stayed on his little tent that was on site. Like this dude was locked in, and he played the role so well, you would think he really hated Black people. That's how fucking good the guy was at the role. But, when he said he spit on him and all that kind of shit, I'm with you. Like, okay, we're acting and shit, but don't you ever fucking spit on me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my days, man.
That's disrespect,
that's
man.
Different. That's different.
Yeah, exactly.